All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We're continuing our adventures here. We didn't get to quite test to see if this works. So, at least for the end of today, I would like to do that. I'd like to verify that this thing actually works. That's going to be the extent of uh, today's session. So, what I'm going to do is, to make this easier to work with, I'm going to set the max fuel to 10 so that we can test it quite easily. And I'm going to place a battery in front of, well, each of these receptacles. There we go. I just need to test this really quickly. There we go. Staying with the naughty title. Let's see. It works. It works. I can't help it, man. It works. Gets the job done, you know. Okay. Whoops. Okay. Now we know that these guys talk to this node right here, which apparently it can't find because it shows us a little gray circle, so it doesn't know what the heck this node is. This is the silo hydraulic generator counter. Make money easy. Oh yeah. Mr. Beast giveaway, first 100 viewers. Okay. Oh, no, it actually does know what this node is. So I guess we just need to go here. Let's have, what do we got? We got the set power. Cool. And then we have power count. So let's print power count. Power count. There we go. All right, hopefully this will work. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm just waiting for Steven to drop in. If he's gonna drop in. Let's run the proper scene here. Damn it. Run the right scene. F6. Okay. All right. So this should be fairly simple. Fairly quick. Gas. Gas, gas, gas. Total hours Steven watched your streams is more than the total hours you streamed. Damn. Like, I gotta watch this again. Okay, there we go. Pop that in. And, ooh. Oh, okay. We need to have some sort of an indicator here. Maybe that's why it's not working. I'm pretty sure we have a light already coded. You know what? Let me do that. I'm fairly certain that the light inside of this thing was actually working. Yeah, there's a light here. So what the hey? The energy. Okay. Let's see. So where do we talk to the spotlight? Light flicker, light amount. That's what's driving this whole thing. Light amount is controlled when we trigger it. So it could very well be that this does not work. So we trigger. There's an audio stream play that's supposed to be played. Okay, could it be that... Ah, there you go. control targets. Which, by the way, this shouldn't be called control targets. This should be called trigger targets. Which it doesn't even interact with? What? Oh, right. Hold on. Yeah, what the heck? This thing doesn't even keep track of what's on, what's off. That is weird. Okay. So snapping is true. How do we know if it's on or if it's off? Var on. False. And then when it goes here, if not on becomes true. If on is true, becomes false. And this is to make sure that it's only a one-time event, because this thing runs as many times as our mouse is sampled, so we don't want to do that. Okay, now when it turns on, we're gonna do this has to be an array of node paths. Okay, slowly standardizing everything for each target path in triggered targets. We do get fat node. Get node. And then we trigger. And I think when we trigger something, we have to send self into it. Maybe. Let's see. Nope. Not in this case, at least. Okay. Let's make it send self. There we go. Just for future sake. Okay. Now. So we trigger it, and then here we trigger, and that should work. So we tell it to trigger one target. That's going to be the topmost node. And I suppose we can run the test scene. The sandbox should work there now. Okay. Ugh. There we go. Oh yeah, it doesn't actually disappear. And that did nothing. That did diddly squat. Okay. Print. Generator triggered. Let's see. Let's see here. Oh. I don't need to do that. Also, I need to make the item return back to the inventory slot. Oh. Well. Fuel max reached. He didn't trigger it. So, what's happening here? Generator trigger does not even appear, which tells me that the switch does not actually appear. Maybe it's because this is X less than 0. Maybe this is for the switch going up. So I feel like we might have to take this, place it here. And this has to be here. Now, I suppose it might be a good idea to make a distinction that triggering only happens on the on state. So you can't trigger something by moving the lever up or down. Only has to turn something on when it goes down. There we go. Oh! It works. And then the light turns on. Okay. That works. So let's run the main scene then. She's alive! Hell yeah. Alright, let's see this. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome, Caddy. You know, if we lived in Africa and we used Godot engine, we'd have to call it Godot. Just gonna use good old Godot. Okay. Oh, I don't know where that went. It definitely didn't go in the box. Hello? I can't even reach you anymore. What happened? Okay. Whoop. Okay. We're just gonna pretend that didn't happen. Oh, yeah. We gotta go over here. Where's Steven, goddammit? One time we need him. Okay, let's get gas canister. Oh. Yeah, I need to deal with that. The item just spawns into the hand right away. Okay, do that. And oh. Wait, what? It's right here. What do you mean? Oh, for God's sakes. Is it the target? The target I knocked off? Silo truck engine. Or did I not have enough? Oh, max fuel is 100 on these. God damn it. Alright. Set it to 10. Try that again. Some bugs must be left to be turned into features. These aren't bugs, these are cockroaches. God damn. Dead bugs. Okay, we don't have to do this now. Whoa, easy. Stay. Let's not do that again. Man, I don't know why, but for some reason this screen does not refresh up to 60 frames. Maybe it's because it's a DisplayPort, which, you know, seems counterintuitive, but I can't really dedicate a HDMI port for this display. Well, maybe I can. No, I think it's just DisplayPort. I don't know. I don't know why. Okay, that works. See, this is why we need... Nice. This is why we need communication. There we go. Have you turned VSync off? See, it's the entire window. It's not just the game. It's literally the entire window, like the whole application, even in the editor. This is not 60 FPS. Where if I move this off to the screen above, which is my secondary monitor, it is super smooth. So it's not the game. It's like the whole display is running super slow. Okay, there we go. Pour that in. Nice. I don't know where I got that sound from. Head with lead works. Okay. There we go. Nice. So that should give us nothing. Although I might have to insert a battery here. Aha! We have hydraulics. Nice. Okay, perfect. Okay, you go away. Or I guess stay there. Turn you on. Turn you on. These lights used to be yellow because we actually had an overarching... Oh man. I can see the entire panel very gently, very slightly increasing in brightness. So I think the black isn't fully black in the shader. Dang it. Okay, well, I mean, basically that's it. And we press the button, and that should have opened that thing. I can clamp it. I guess I can't. If I clamp it... Oh, I can clamp the collar. That's right. Okay, that's a good idea. Although I think that's gonna screw with... no, it shouldn't. Yeah, I should be able to clamp the texture. No, if I clamp the texture, then all the smooth black and white transitions are gonna end up getting messed up. I think it's the fact that the texture is compressed, and the black isn't truly black. Okay, so if I do this... Okay, here we go. So that's one. And then we go here. Let's go ahead and find the authorize. Cut off the bottom range of the color, treat like treat 02 below it to 0. Yeah, that's another way to do it. For sure. Okay, where's authorize? Standby. Authorize. Okay, so if I were to... Let me double check this. Clamp. Oh god. Oh, okay. Yeah, we can't clamp a vector. That's good. Clamp a vector. Oh, we can set the minimum and the maximum. That's fascinating. That may actually just be what we need. Okay, now... Okay, there we go. So now with that... Huh. Okay, we clamp it. Oh, clamp means... No, we don't want to clamp it. We want to round it. Okay. Round even. We got a vector 4 now. We can make games for parallel dimension beings. If you add a color ramp, then you can set threshold to the blacks while still keeping a smooth interpolation to white. Okay. Adding a color ramp. So, yes, but it feels like the solution to this should be a lot simpler than that. So let me take a look at this. This is the authorized texture. Okay. It is a JPEG, that could be the reason why. Because JPEGs are just... Yeah, JPEGs are compressed by default. Optimized. HDR is sRGB. Nope. HDR clamp exposure. Okay, let me try this. So I'm going to open an external program right here, and we're going to save this. Actually, double check. Oh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Look at that. 111. It's not full black. Okay. You sack of shit. Okay. So yo man. Let's do this. Now okay, but if we save it, maybe we just do that. Okay, now what are the chances that... Yes. Detected. Hey, there we go. Okay, got it. So yeah, so that's the issue is export from Krita. Okay, well that's a simple solution. All right, so just clamp that a little bit. I'm gonna see about actually witnessing this stuff decreasing in brightness gradually. We're gonna be remaking the texture anyways. But at least we have figured out what the problem is. Oh, I saw it got darker. That's good. Open external program. For some reason, after porting to Godot 4, the textures on this control panel suddenly look less like Fallout 4, more like Fallout 3. I'm not sure what happened. Somewhere along the line, we lost the digit. You might ask that as an improvement. The funny thing is, I look at Fallout 3 from just like experience and graphical presentation performance, and even nowadays, or graphical like stylized performance, presentation I should say. And it honestly, if I can make a game like that, I would be more than satisfied. Yeah, there we go. So now everything should be fine. I'm still not sure what's happening with the lighting here, but that is for the future me to figure out. Okay, cool. So that works. And I mean, we don't have to technically do this, but there was supposed to be an animation of the silo opening up that we lost. Thanks, Godot. Guess we just put something together real quick. Lid axis. That's what we're animating. Probably gonna have to redesign this thing anyways. Because it's this. There's a whole lot of rim and not a whole lot of stuff. Yeah, come on. Yeah, that's pretty good. I can only imagine the kind of loud ass clunk Cole's gonna make for this for the silo door opening up. Dude's gonna get himself a sledgehammer at Home Depot, and in the middle of the night with a recorder, run up to the local plaza, go around the back, find the biggest dumpster, just quickly set up the mic, whack that thing with a sledgehammer, and then collect his shit and quickly run out before the cops show up. All for that sound effect. It's gotta be authentic. There we go. Reinstall CS2, got 2 loot crates for free. Well, that's how they get you. The free ones. That's your, what is it? That's your hookup. You're gonna get some good shit out of those too. Maybe they have a flag sitting on the server that's detecting, oh look, this guy reinstalled CS2. He wants to play some more. Quickly, we gotta get this guy hooked. And now you can just milk it. Okay. There we go. So it's got a trigger. If it's not opened, it will play the silo door open animation. So that should technically work. Oh, it's hooked since 1.5. 1.5. Man, I still play 1.6, but I play with bots. Because I don't like having my ass handed to me. The bots already do enough of that. Okay. Spider-Man. Okay. Yeah. Like I know when you were about 10. Yeah, man. It's deeply ingrained into my memories. What a great game. I tried playing Condition Zero, same maps. I can't stand it. I don't know why. Oh god. Just the new Office map is like it's the same, but it's not. I don't like it. And then the frickin' the hostages, as soon as they see you, they start waving and yelling, "Hey, over here!" It's like, shut up! They can hear us. Nice. Oh, okay. Let's not do that. Yeah. Check this out. Switch. Switch. Nice. Okay, so authorize is there. Standby needs to wait a bit. We'll press the button. And then... Big fat nada. I think maybe the trigger target got messed up. Play a few rounds 1.6 with your brother occasionally. Yeah, dude, it's good times. Silo containment. Okay, well, that's the correct node to talk to, so the only thing that might be happening is the timer is not being triggered. Powered, authorized, hydraulics enabled, silo opened. And then goes through each target. You know what? I guess I'm gonna place a breakpoint right here. Let's take a look. Wait. Generator sign glow less than 1.0. Yeah, no, that's correct. This is so that the button doesn't trigger stuff prematurely. Also, while I have the script open, I think the authorized light turned on a little too quickly. Let's see. Authorized glow is enabled here. No, not authorized. Standby. Standby glow. Standby. Generator sign glow is 1.0. If authorized, enabled, and generator glow is 1.0, then what the hell is this? This is the delay, isn't it? Standby flow time. Flow time? That's supposed to be glow time. Ah, this is for flashing. Right. And then we take the current time, add 1 second to it, and it just waits until the glow time comes on again. Okay, that's how we do it. In that case, I think what we can do is when we run this glow time, generator sign glow. I don't want, when you meet the authorized and hydraulics enabled, I don't want this one to just turn on right away. I want there to be a delay. I guess we can make one. We could do the simplest solution would be to add a timer node. I suppose we can do this. So let's say var stand ready standby delay time. Set it to 0. And then if authorized is not, or hydraulics enabled is not, then this is going to be updated with the current time. Get ticks milliseconds. As soon as this happens, we're going to make sure the standby on is false. And as soon as both of them are true, it stops updating the time. So instead of doing generator sign glow, which is from hydraulics, we're going to say, and if the current time minus the last time it was updated is over, let's do 2 seconds, then we're going to allow it to flash. All right, let's give that a test. Oh, there we go. All right. Do 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 do. Oh. Right, you gotta press E. Okay. Alright, power. Right. Friday Shift Simulator. Why is it just a bunch of generators going right in your ear? Okay, so we have hydraulics. Next, look at the switch. There we go. 3 of the sprinkler diesel pumps regularly on a Friday. Okay, here we go. Authorize. And then standby gets turned on. Beautiful. And I will press the button. Okay, so this trips the breakpoint. Now. Is silo opened? False. Okay, so step into. Okay, if powered is true. Authorized, true. Hydraulics enabled is true. Silo open becomes true. And then trigger targets has 1 node in it. It should loop through it. Yep. And then run the trigger command. There we go. Opened is false. If open is true, it does that. So it does talk to the right node. And that's it. Maybe the animation plays in the wrong place. Nope. Okay, so that's basically it then. Generator should be up and running. So let's continue. Or not? Ah, okay. Gonna have to do that again. Yeah. Wrong scene. Somebody else has already complained on Twitter about the load times of a heavy project. I don't know if you can really do anything about that. Like, how would you optimize a scene that has to have the trees, you know, terrain, lots of props and locations and materials? Try building it to production and only worry about load times and that. Yeah. Like, I know that the loading, the lengthy loading process of Subnautica didn't really bother me because I understand that it's preparing the game. As long as it's running okay after the load times, that's fine. I don't need this. Why did I take this out? I need the gas canister. Okay. Put that in. We need to fix the collision shape there. Oh, collisions. Come on. Okay. Nice. And then we'll press the button. The button. And big fat nothing. Okay, we saw that it runs the code. It runs the trigger function. What else do you want? Is it just not here? Silo open door? Oh, it's not. This one still has the old animation in it. Okay. Oh, what? What? What happened here? The animation is here. Okay. So what's with the no animation here? Like, look at what? Do I have to like update it or tell it to reset? Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's happening here. Silo containment chamber. Um I'm going to make a new common parent and then take everything here. move it in this node. Okay. There's no wires connecting it. Hold on. Also misspelled the word silo. Okay, so let's try this. So we have disabled the editable children, so hypothetically it should be back to its normal self. Antoine! Hola! Let's run the right scene. Load times is still very quick. Yeah, fair enough. I dread what kind of optimization or load time optimization we're gonna have to work with when we make Atomicon. Man, I can't frickin' wait. Ah. How's your day been? Pretty good. I've been on a hunt to fix up some broken nonsense. You know, getting some mechanics back in business. Okay, where am I? We have gas. Yeah. Why can't I pull this in? Oh, I guess I was already at max, which is not really correct. Okay. Authorize. We'll press the button. Is that your truck engine sound? I don't remember. Is that your truck engine sound? Hey, there we go. There's the animation. Okay. Now, a lot of this layout is going to have to change. I do like the half-circular arrangement of blocks here, but I think I'm going to make multiple stairs, kind of like an amphitheater. And the silo dimension has to change as well. The lid has to become a lot larger, because right now I don't think it's large enough to fit. Yeah, it's a little too small. We're probably going to have to widen this rim here. And we're gonna have to also make sure that the place from which the player turns on this entire endeavor is much closer and has much clearer line of sight. Maybe we can have it a bit lower so that even when the player is looking at the lid open, we can they can't actually see what's in there until it fully opens. We might just lock the player in a scripted event here with some custom animations, them kind of walking up and grabbing the railing and then looking all the stuff. Not bad though. We got that up and running. Cool. Put lights on the bottom of the lid in the circle. Yeah, not to overdo it though. I don't want it to be too futuristic. I gotta worry about the focal points. Make sure the focal points are proper. So, you know, if you put lights, the first thing your eye's gonna go to is the lights, right? I want the focal point to be the object within the hand holding the canister. Oh yeah, you didn't see that we just added that today. We now have just the basic takeout animation for the canister. I'm having a bit of a Bit of a contemplation of how we're gonna do the whole walking animation. There we go. Because I think we might have to do a custom walk cycle for every item that we can hold. Which explains why in games like Fallout, you don't usually see the character holding every single item in their hand. Because then they would have to have a custom animation for every single item. And then if it's a generic one, maybe we can get away with something of a generic hold. I'm sure hoping. Or the player store item when walking. Yeah, but what do you do with the flashlight then? I guess the flashlight could have an exception. Right? They do just a simple sway code. Yeah, that's actually another option where we just move the camera. Only animate the camera up and right. Up and down, left and right. Sine and cosine for the win. Yeah. Okay. Can we actually take a look at why the generator lamp doesn't turn on right away? Let's see. We got a light flicker. We got light amount. Oh, it's 5 seconds. Let's do like 2 seconds. Flywheel speed. No, flywheel speed can be 5 seconds, but light amount's got to be 2. Oh, you know what? It could be that it's because the tween, a single tween, can only animate one thing at a time. So if we tell the tween to tween 2 things, it has to first finish the first one. So that's 5 seconds, and then only after that 5 seconds it can do the second one. So we're gonna have to make 2 tweens here. Which is kind of stupid again. Let's double check that. All right, I think Steven's busy at the moment. I don't think he's gonna drop in today. I know, Steven, you're missing out. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now we can actually make it 5 seconds long. Maybe even set delay of 1 second. Hold on a sec. Okay, let's run this. Yeah, nice. Okay, that works. Cool. God, we'll have to texture so much stuff. Okay. So, this works. What can we take off the list? Delay door opening after switch pull. I think we've done that. That's done. Root system of narrow window. Nope, haven't done that. Root system crawling along the floor. Haven't finished that, so vine moss, all of that stuff has to be done. Roots vines crawling up the wall. No foliage props. Yeah, these are together. Fix pinning line not showing. Let's take a look at that. Maybe we can end today off with a couple of these fixes. Let's see. So yeah, this is where it's not showing us the pin. Let's try opening it. Pin line for flashlight. That's the pin line. So why does it not show up? I believe it's the player. Pin line preload. And then get tree, current scene, add child, animation line. And then we work with animation line from that point on. Okay. This may be actually this right here. Node origin and target are not the same position. Look at failed. Look at from position. Okay. Okay, and then for that, we do give it the global position of the pinned object. Look at vector. Oh, node origin and target are in the same position. Excuse me, we don't need any of this nonsense for that. The target, for some reason, is the same exact place. But it's only the same exact place for a split moment. Let me double check this. Okay, we got 45 errors right now. It's still look at from. That might be a problem. Okay, 45 errors. 48 errors. And now here, it's supposed to be... Oh, we'll try to toggle it. Expected one argument. If we toggle it, it wants the state. This is unrelated. But object is pinned. We don't want to target with it, toggle it. We want to interact with it. Player node. Yeah. So it's a pinned object. Okay. That's fine. Still not sure why it doesn't exist. Okay. Invalid get index on base rigid body flashbang. Flashbangs does not have an on state. Propagate the current on state of the object. Okay. So, for the sake of simplicity, we're just going to give it an on variable, but not use it. This is not used by flashbang. Would it not be easier to just have the player check if the on variable exists? And then only set it if it does? Maybe. I don't need to do that. That's not something I was supposed to do. I need to do this. And then interact self. The rigid body does not have an interact function, or the flashbang does not have interact, which makes sense. It's an old item. It has toggle. We're just going to do interact. Origin node. The player is toggle. I think we need to fire flash here. So when the player interacts with it, they do this. Where do we get player node from? We get it from parent script. Okay. So that should allow us to interact with it and trigger it while it's already mounted. Nice. And we can do that. Okay, that's all fine and dandy, but it still doesn't show the pin for flashlight. So maybe if I drag and drop it into the sandbox. Okay. The origin's in a weird place. No, it's working. It's definitely working, and it is visible from just about all the important angles. Okay, so let's go take a look if the code even runs. Pin array node. We want pin line. Aim line, if it's not null. Set the breakpoint. Global transform origin is not really needed anymore. Just going to reset the position. Try this. Okay. So, global transform origin could really just be set to global position. And it's going to be set between the global position of the pinned object and the ray destination, so where we're looking at, halfway across it. The lookat vector is calculated. The lookat vector is the collision point of the pin ray. So again, the place where we're looking, which does work because the flashlight looks in the right direction. We talk to the animation line, tell it to look at this point in space. We did technically break points, so we should be able to see the vector. Step into. There we go. So that's the location where it's looking at. And scale on the z-axis is set to, we get the collision point, get the distance from global position of the pinned object divided by 2. Maybe this is what we need. Make sure that it's a float, because I've had an issue before with like rounding. Pinned object look at also looks in the same look at vector. Okay, let's see if this fixes it. I'm pretty sure it might be the float thing. Dividing by an integer tends to round things down, and in 3D, the difference between position of 1 and position of 2 on any of the axes is quite drastic, because we're talking about meters. No, that's still big fat nada. I don't see the line anywhere. Okay, let's verify that the line actually exists. So let's go here. CSG box. Let's do that. Well, that's a clue. Big fat clue, if I've ever seen one. Sure. I believe this pin line is the one that's on the ground. The parent has a scale because it's just a mesh, and it uses a triplanar texture, so the little lines that go along the length don't stretch themselves as I'm stretching the mesh. Okay, can we get back to the... There we go. Sandbox. Get rid of this. I need a shortcut for pausing the game. F7. Okay. Okay, so we got rid of the pin line from the level. Maybe we're not adding it to the right place. So F7. And then that does not work because there we go. Okay, so I can be safe to let go. Pin line does not exist. Okay, so that's where we can start looking. Get tree, current scene, add child. Let's try get parent, add child. Maybe it's one of them. Hey, this is in the middle of a physics execution, so we can't instance the object here. Type deals. Node origin and target are in the same position, but that's fine because it's only happening for a short split second. Maybe it's getting deleted right away. Input is actually just released. Right mouse. It wouldn't be aiming the object though, if it was deleted. Let's try this. This is kind of the low fumes type solution. It's almost 11. Just want to figure this one thing out. And then we'll call it. Okay, so I ain't found shit. Let's try going down here. Maybe dropping this whole thing. Set Y vector position to, yeah. I mean, I don't see it appear anywhere. Just place it right there. I might just place a breakpoint right after I add it as a child. Or set its position once. Okay. This is the center location. You set the position before you add as a child. That could be... Oh. It was working before. So I don't think that's the problem. But maybe in Godot 4, now it is the problem. So let's... No, I don't. I added as a child here, and I set the position here. Don't screw me. I'm perfectly aware of what I'm doing. Okay. But let's do this. Breakpoint. All right. Okay. So we got a breakpoint. Go to remote. Pin line for flashlight. It is right here. And this is the coordinate. Copy value. Okay, that makes sense. That's where it should start. Questioning my whole existence. 421 here. Not easy trying to think. Man, I am pretty fried right now. As a matter of fact, I think Steven's gonna have to miss out on this little gem.
Here we witness a solo developer, stank in his seat and weary to get up to take a piss, working away at some measly game idea, which he hopes to God will make him at least some money to survive. As the meek wannabe programmer expands his specious lifespan on yet another project doomed to be shelved at the first sight of burnout, while marinating his ballsack in a pool of ass sweat and spilled coffee, a group of stream viewers appears on the horizon. This brings the developer great joy and sets aside the double-barrel shotgun from his mouth, perhaps for another day.
And at this point, I ran out of the free credits, so I couldn't generate anymore. But I'm actually contemplating if I should just spend the $8.99 on some additional credits and just have a field day. Oh man. Ah, God. I was hoping Steven would drop in so I can play, because he started the whole idea. But yeah. Oh god. Oh, we can have so much fun with this. Okay. Can we figure this thing out? It says it exists. Maybe if we make it not queue free, we can try to figure out what the heck's happening. Just made my day, yeah, dude. You're welcome. Oh god. Okay, there we go. Perfect. So grab the flashlight. Well, no breakpoint. Go away. Don't need you anymore. Oh. Okay. Well, that screwed it up. We got rid of it. Stop it. Get some help. Oh, man. Okay, so it should exist somewhere. It should exist, and yet it doesn't. Is it invisible? I mean, it can't possibly be. Well, actually... Maybe it is invisible. Aim line, visible, true. Or maybe the transparent material is bugging out. We placed a separate CSG box inside of it. There should be a giant fuck pillar in the middle of nowhere. Where is my giant fuck pillar? It's not underneath. Yeah, you know what? Let's just set it to the position of the player. Oh, come on. Saved as a clip, stacked Steven in Discord. Oh god, enjoy. I'm gonna see if I can use that as a short. It's an atrocity worth sharing. I think that David Attenborough would be very, very, actually, I don't think he'd be very happy about this. Ugh. What the fuck? Why is it not working? Maybe it's the size? Scale Z. Let's try that. Because if the scale is messed up, then the child CSG box will be messed up as well. Oh, it is the scale. It is the scale. God damn it. Why is it the scale? Scale Z. pin ray node. Get collision point. Distance to. Pinned object. Global position. And it would divide that by 2. Because it has to be... Well, actually, I don't know why I would divide it by 2. It's probably because the length of the object is 2 units. Okay, so we get rid of this. Yeah, except this wasn't generated. This was like a box I made in Blender. Okay. So Z is 1.0. Isn't the pinned object located? Pinned object location. My brain is not working right now. So aim line, global position, is between the pinned object and the point we're looking at, divided by 2. So we average it. And then, so it is the scale. Just need to figure out what the heck is with the scale here. Look at vector, that's collision point. Pin ray node. Unless the pin ray is touching something else, like the player kinematic body or something, which would make its distance basically... No, it would still have a distance. Okay, so we know it's this. Pinned object. Let me try just double checking this real quick. We should see a slim strip, but it would have to always be between the point we're looking at and the object we're pinning, but the size would be the same. Yes, there we go. So the line is there, although, yeah, no, that's fine. And then there's the line. So now, what's up with the scale? Scale on the Z, that's the forward axis. I guess we could just try to use the look at vector. Distance to. Pinned object, global position. Because it's halfway across it. Okay, let me just double check this. Something is wrong with the scale math. Uh-huh. Okay, let me see what this value even is. Swear to God, it's gonna be some like dumb shit. Like it's giving me null. The scale shouldn't be divided because it needs to scale both ways. But the scale already scales both ways, since the origin point is in the middle. And I removed the division too, so, you know. Okay. Great. 6. I mean, scale of 6 should be pretty visible. Wait. I'm just gonna try some. Whoa. Easy. Keep it as a box. Falling behind because of the shit Wi-Fi. Don't mind me. Got it. Well, we've already solved it. Or solved the invisibility part of it. I don't know how far behind you are. You know, scaling 6 times is gonna end up being pretty large. So maybe that's what we need to look at. Okay, let me try this. Let's make a cube quad mesh, not quad mesh. No, let's make a actual box mesh. There we go. And then we're gonna talk to x 0.1, 0.1, and then mesh size, which is what we used to do until it didn't work anymore. And it would divide it by 2 because it's in the middle. Although I think we might not have to do that. It used to be called extends, so maybe that's where I'm coming from. And extends, as the name suggests, extends both ways. Oh, okay. Well, that works, sort of. Actually, yeah, there you go. So I guess this is where we need to not divide it. Okay, but that doesn't really look right because of the UV mapping. Yeah, there we go. So that works. It's messed up because the UV mapping ain't right. That's why I was using a basic rectangle. So let's now go back to using a cube. Maybe the cube doesn't have UV maps. Pin light for flashlight. Yes. And then 0.01, 0.01. What are the chances that adjusting one scale adjusts all of them in code as well? And now it's gone. Huh? Actually, why don't we test that? Let's try that. Could use a plane with billboard. Why billboard is gonna make it rotate in weird ways. So I don't think you can quite rotate it. Though maybe. Oh. Right. Trying to find out the scale. What? What? Motherfucker! What? Why are you rounding Why are you 0? Why are you running? Oh my god. It's rounding it down. Vector 3. .01. I mean, I swear to God. First of all, first it's copying the rotation in degrees, copies it in radians. Then it rounds down the scale down to 0. Son of a bitch. Should be cutting grass for the actual players. Okay. There you go. Look at that. And now we can go ahead and have it be deleted. My God. What a bunch of nonsense. Ugh. Okay. Good. Good. We fixed it. We got it. It works. But can it microwave? Oh, hush. Oh, boy. Okay, so. Can we knock that off the list? Pin line not showing. Fix wrist twist. We'll have to... Oh, yeah. For the wrist twist, we're actually going to have to remove the driver from the wrist, because it's not really super optimized. And we will need to manually animate the wrist twist because it's got to be a little bit more fine-tuned to a particular case-by-case basis. Add that at the chapel floor. Delete map locators. Upper level passage. Remote control. This is in, but it doesn't work yet. Room black box audio recording conduit. Propane cabinet prying. This should be fairly simple. Pry tool mechanic, move mouse to advance prying intervention. Okay, all of this stuff we can knock off the list another time, maybe tomorrow. But today, I am spent. That is it. That's all I gotta do. Can you change the curve in the animation player in Godot? Can you change the curve in what animation? Animation of what? Are you just animating something on your own? Because if you want to do that, yes, you can. You just have to make sure that your whole animation track is of type Bezier curve. So if we go... Yeah. So if you do this, when you add an animation track, it has to be a Bezier curve. But keep in mind that this may not produce the motion you expect if you're using Bezier curves on rotation. You'd have to use 3D rotation track, which doesn't have anything. Okay, but that's it. Yeah. Zoltan, have a good one. I'm going to be bouncing off as well. My brain is fried. All right. Cool beans. Good night. Have a good night. Where's the damn stop button? My mouse is not working.